Chosen one, the night has been whispering your name long before you even knew you were awake. Imagine the world slowing down for a moment, the lights dimming, and a single sound echoing in the chambers of eternity. Your number. It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is a code etched into the fabric of your existence, a number that God Himself set to follow you like a shadow, not to haunt you, but to guide you. Every time you see it, it is a reminder that heaven's eye is fixed on your journey. You are not wandering through empty days. You are walking in a script that has already been written, and that number is your proof. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. If you feel the stirring in your soul, it is because the universe is pulling you closer to your destiny. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Don't just think about it. Declare it. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. This is not just another video. It is a portal into your future. The number that follows you is a bridge between what you've prayed for and what is about to unfold. Obey the call. The truth is, numbers are more than digits. They are living echoes, markers in time, placed strategically by God to grab your attention. Some see them on clocks, 11:11, 3:33, 5:55. Some see them on receipts, license plates, or even in dreams. You, chosen one, have been marked by a specific number that refuses to leave your path. And that number is not chasing you, it is leading you. Every time you encounter it, the divine is speaking. Pay attention. Stop doubting. Stop questioning. That number is heaven's language whispering, you are still on track. Think of how many times you brushed it off as coincidence, yet deep down something made your chest tighten. You knew it was more than chance. Numbers are God's fingerprints left on your reality, a quiet tap on the shoulder reminding you that your steps are ordered. Chosen one, you have felt it. This strange repetition, this magnetic pull. You were meant to feel it, because not everyone will. This is the seal of the chosen, to live under signals that others ignore. When God sends a number, He is sending reassurance. He is saying, even when you think you're lost, I am still in control. That number will follow you until you listen. It will appear in the silence of your doubt, in the chaos of your worry, in the stillness of your reflection. It will not abandon you, because it was assigned to you before you were born. And when you finally realize this truth, you will see it not as a pattern, but as a prophecy. Look back on your life. How many times has this number appeared before a turning point? Before a loss, before a breakthrough, before a move that changed everything. God is not trying to confuse you. He is conditioning you to recognize His voice without words. The number is His whisper in numeric form. To ignore it is to close your eyes to a signpost that could have saved you from heartbreak or propelled you faster toward your destiny. To embrace it is to say, I see you, Lord. I know you are near. This number is not a stranger. It is your companion. It is the invisible ink written across the pages of your days. The more you notice it, the more alive it becomes. The universe bends around awareness. What you focus on multiplies. And once you accept that this number is meant for you, it will unlock doors that had been sealed by your own disbelief. Chosen one, disbelief is the only enemy left standing in your way. The air shifts when you realize a number is following you. It's as if the whole world becomes charged, alive with signals you never noticed before. The leaves in the wind, the flicker of lights, the hum of the city at night, all of it feels like it's echoing the same message. Pay attention. Chosen one, when God sends you a number, He is not playing with your curiosity. He is sending you a lifeline, a compass, a divine imprint designed to pierce through the noise of your daily distractions. The number isn't haunting you, it's summoning you. Think of it like this. Every time you look at the clock and see that repeating pattern, every time a receipt carries that unmistakable sequence, every time it jumps out at you from the pages of life, it is not an accident. It is a hidden thread weaving your story together. It is as if the Creator Himself embedded a private code just for you, a reminder that you are not abandoned in this vast universe. You are being monitored, guided, and prepared. This is no ordinary sequence. This is divine mathematics, sacred geometry unfolding in your personal journey. And the reason it keeps appearing is because your spirit is finally awake enough to notice. Most people pass by their signs without awareness. They rush through life, blind to the markers that God places before them. But you, chosen one, are different. Your eyes have been opened. You've been trained by struggle, refined by pain, sharpened by waiting. That number is your confirmation that the suffering was not in vain. It is saying, look again. What you thought was random was orchestrated. What you thought was chaos was choreography. But the number is more than reassurance. It is instruction. When you see it, don't just marvel at it. Ask yourself, what am I doing right now? What thought just passed through my mind? What decision am I facing? Because often, the number appears right before you take a step. It shows up when you're about to doubt yourself, when you're tempted to give up, when you're afraid of choosing the unknown. That is when God stamps your path with the number, urging you, keep going, trust me, do not fear. Chosen one, this number will test your obedience, because once you recognize it, you cannot pretend you don't. You cannot dismiss it as coincidence anymore. Every time it appears, it is demanding an answer from you. Will you align with destiny, or will you keep wandering? The number is a mirror, reflecting back the truth you've been trying to ignore. It tells you that you are not powerless, you are positioned. You are not forgotten, you are favored. And yes, there will be times when it appears during your darkest moments. Those nights when you feel like you are invisible, when your prayers hit silence, when nothing makes sense. The number will shine through like a flicker in the storm. It is God's way of saying, even here, I am with you. Even now, I have not left you. That number is your torch when the road disappears. It is proof that no matter how far you feel from heaven, heaven is still keeping track of you. This is why you cannot afford to ignore it anymore. Every encounter with that number is a divine appointment. To treat it casually is to reject the voice of God. To take it seriously is to activate the blessing hidden in it. Remember, numbers are not mute. They speak. They sing. They shout silently in the language of eternity. And you, chosen one, have been given ears to hear them. That is why you feel different. why you see what others overlook, why your spirit stirs when the number flashes before you. Think of the generations before you who missed their signs. They dismissed the small whispers, the subtle patterns, the sacred repetitions. They thought life was random, and so they lived randomly. But you are not called to that. You are called to alignment. You are called to live with eyes wide open, guided by the rhythm of God's code in your life. That number is not a random occurrence. It is the signature of destiny stamped over your existence. And the longer it follows you, the louder its meaning becomes. It is like a drum beat that starts faint, but grows impossible to ignore. At first you question it, then you notice it everywhere. Then you realize it is waiting for you to surrender. That is the moment everything changes, the moment you say, "I see you, God. I will follow where you lead," because once you acknowledge it, the number transforms from a whisper to a command, from a sign to a doorway. So don't resist. Don't run from it. Don't bury your head in doubt. The number was chosen for you, and it will not leave you until you embrace what it is calling you to. This is why it shows up when you least expect it. Because God wants you to know that even in your ordinary moments, His hand is directing your extraordinary future. There comes a point, chosen one, when the number is no longer just something you notice. It becomes something that notices you. It finds you in the quiet hours when your guard is down, when you're not searching for answers but still aching for them. You glance at your phone, and there it is. You step outside, and it's waiting for you on a license plate, a sign, a door. It has no boundaries, no limits, no fear of reaching into your reality to remind you you are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, you are marked. It feels almost impossible to explain this to others. You try to tell them how often it happens, but they laugh it off as coincidence. They don't understand because they're not supposed to. This is not their message. It is yours. The number does not belong to everyone. It is a private covenant between you and God, an invisible thread woven through your days. When you see it, it shakes you to the core because you know, deep inside, it means something greater is unfolding, and the more it follows you, the more undeniable it becomes. But why numbers, you ask? Why this method? Because numbers cannot be erased. They are eternal, etched into the foundation of creation. The universe itself was built on patterns, frequencies, and rhythm. God speaks in symbols, and numbers are His unbreakable language. When He sends you a number, He is engraving His message into the very code of existence, so that no matter where you turn, it cannot be ignored. That is why it feels like it's chasing you, because it is stitched into the fabric of time itself. This number is not random, it is purposeful. Each appearance is perfectly timed, perfectly placed, perfectly designed to reach you in the state you are in. When you are doubtful, it comforts you. When you are reckless, it warns you. When you are on the verge of giving up, it urges you forward. The number carries multiple voices, but all of them are divine. It says, keep moving, stay aligned. Do not give in to fear. Remember who you are. And the more you respond to it, the more alive it becomes. Think about it. The first time you saw it, you brushed it off. The second time, you wondered. The third time, you started to question. But now it feels almost alive, as if the number itself is waiting for you to answer back. That is no illusion. It is truth. God has assigned this number to you, and like a loyal messenger, it will not stop knocking until you open the door of understanding. There is also a responsibility attached to it. The number is not only a comfort, it is an instruction manual. When it appears, it demands action. It asks you, what will you choose right now? Will you fall back into old habits, or step into the new identity that is waiting for you? Will you shrink into fear, or rise with faith? Every appearance is a test, a crossroad, a chance to prove to God and to yourself that you are ready to live as the one who was chosen. Chosen one. The weight of this is not meant to crush you. It is meant to awaken you. The number is not just a signal for your present. It is a prophecy for your future. It tells you that something is coming, something your spirit already knows, but your mind cannot yet grasp. That is why you feel restless, why you sense a shift, why you cannot escape the feeling that destiny is closer than it has ever been. The number is not here to tease you. It is here to prepare you. And preparation is never easy. It strips you of comfort. It pulls you out of hiding. It exposes the truth you try to bury. That is why, when the number appears, you may feel unsettled. You may feel like life is accelerating, like time is collapsing, like the ground is shifting beneath your feet. That is not chaos. That is alignment. The number is pressing you to let go of the old season and step into the new one. You have prayed for signs, and this is it. You have asked for proof, and it keeps appearing. You have begged God to speak, and He has been speaking through this number over and over. The question now is, will you listen? Will you obey? Will you dare to follow the rhythm of heaven's code, even when others cannot hear it? Because if you do, everything will change. Your path will straighten. Your doors will open. Your spirit will rise. This number is a promise, but it is also a demand. A promise that you are never alone, that your journey is guided, that your future is secure. A demand that you stop doubting, stop hesitating, stop treating your calling as something small. You are not small. You are chosen, and the number is proof. It is the fingerprint of God on your life, and it will follow you until you fully step into the destiny He wrote for you. Imagine walking through a crowded street, chosen one. People are rushing past you, lost in their own distractions, but your eyes suddenly lock on to something. A number glowing back at you from a storefront, a car, a billboard. Time slows. The crowd fades. In that instant, it feels as though heaven leaned down and whispered into your soul, "This is for you." That is how precise God is. That is how intimate His signals are. And the number will not stop until you accept that it is not simply around you. It is within you. You've been wrestling with this in secret, haven't you? Nights where you question your own sanity, wondering if you're reading too much into it, if maybe you're exaggerating. But then it appears again, and the voice inside you grows louder. No, this is real. This is not a coincidence. This is God's fingerprint. You know it because your spirit reacts every time it happens. That rush, that sudden awareness, that deep stirring, It is confirmation that the number is divine. Think about how it always arrives in moments of decision. When you're about to give up on something, when you're debating whether to take the risk, when fear is louder than faith, the number flashes before you. That is no accident. That is God pushing you, telling you, do not quit, do not settle, do not miss what I have prepared for you. It is a reminder that your story is bigger than your fear, stronger than your doubts, more beautiful than your mistakes. But here is the truth most people will never hear. The number is not only a sign, it is a covenant. It is God saying, I have marked you. I will follow you. I will chase you with reminders until you realize you are mine. That is why you feel pursued. That is why you cannot escape it. Because this number is a seal, a declaration that no matter how many storms you face, you are still under divine alignment. Chosen one, you need to understand that this number is also preparation for acceleration. Life as you know it is about to change, and God doesn't want you to miss the signals when the shift begins. The number is conditioning your eyes to see beyond the surface. It's training your spirit to respond when the real breakthrough arrives. Every sighting is a rehearsal for the moment when everything falls into place. You are being sharpened by repetition, stretched by awareness, refined by attention. This is not wasted. This is the building of a new you. And make no mistake, once you truly accept this number as part of your destiny, your life will move differently. Doors you never imagined will swing open. Encounters you thought were impossible will find you. Miracles you once prayed for will unfold without explanation. Because when you align with God's signs, you align with God's timing. And timing is everything. The number is proof that His timing is circling you, orbiting you, waiting for you to step into it. But alignment also demands sacrifice. This number is calling you to rise higher, to let go of what no longer serves you, to detach from the noise of those who cannot hear what you hear. Not everyone will understand why you take it seriously. Not everyone will accept that you live by signs and patterns they cannot see. But you must. Because this is not about them. It is about you. You are the one chosen to receive this code. You are the one marked to see beyond the natural into the supernatural. And yes, there will be resistance. The enemy will try to make you doubt, to make you laugh it off, to make you ignore the repetition. He will whisper, "It's nothing. It's meaningless. Stop overthinking." But deep down you know the truth. You can feel it in your bones. This number is alive, and it will not go away. The more you deny it, the stronger it grows. The more you run from it, the faster it chases you. Because this is not a suggestion, it is a summons. Chosen one, the number is not asking you for permission. It is commanding your attention. It is demanding your trust. It is insisting that you prepare for the season God has already set in motion. Every time it appears, it is as though God Himself is tapping your shoulder, whispering, "Look closer. I am here. Do not miss this." And if you listen, if you lean in with faith instead of brushing it off, something extraordinary will happen. Your perception will shift. You will start noticing the number not just in physical places, but in spiritual confirmations. Conversations will echo it. Dreams will carry it. Even your thoughts will align with it. That is when you will know you have crossed from awareness into alignment. Because the number is not here to decorate your days, it is here to direct your destiny. And the sooner you respond, the faster your path unfolds. That is why you must pay attention now. This is not about a future someday. This is about this moment. Every sighting is heaven telling you, do not delay. The time is now. There is a moment, chosen one, when everything you've been sensing collides into one undeniable truth. This number is not passing through your life. It is planted in your life. It is not a visitor. It is a companion. From the day you were born, heaven coded it into your story, and now it is surfacing with urgency because your season of awakening is here. You cannot keep ignoring it, brushing it aside as coincidence, or convincing yourself it is meaningless. Deep in your heart, you know. You've always known. This number is the pulse of destiny beating inside your reality. Think of how many times you've cried out for a sign, for proof that God was still with you, still guiding you, still listening. And every time, without fail, the number appeared. Maybe you didn't always notice. Maybe you doubted its importance, but it was there, whispering in the background of your pain, echoing in the corners of your waiting. That number is God's way of saying, I never left you. I never stopped watching over you. I was always here. And now it is louder than ever because the days ahead demand your full attention. This is not about superstition. It's about alignment. Numbers are eternal. They existed before you. They will exist after you. And they are part of the blueprint of creation itself. God chose this specific number to follow you because it speaks the language of your soul. It calls you back when you drift. It anchors you when you doubt. It strengthens you when you waver. And most importantly, it prepares you for what is coming. This is why it feels alive, why it keeps showing up until you can't escape it, because it was never meant to let you go. And here is the mystery most will never grasp. This number does not just point to your future, it shapes it. Every time you acknowledge it, you strengthen the connection. Every time you honor it, you draw closer to the alignment it represents. The more you resist, the further you drift. But the more you respond, the faster doors open, the quicker blessings flow, the clearer your path becomes. You are being trained to live with spiritual vision, to see what others cannot, to move with confidence even when logic fails. That is what makes you chosen. Do you feel the weight of it now? That subtle pattern you kept noticing is actually the voice of heaven crying out in symbols, telling you to prepare for the shift of your life. This is why you have felt restless. This is why you can't ignore it anymore. The number is not a coincidence. It is a countdown. Every appearance is a tick on the clock of destiny, pulling you closer to the appointed moment when everything changes. That's why it's everywhere now. That's why it won't leave you. The season of waiting is collapsing into the season of revelation. Chosen one, you must decide what you will do with it. Will you keep doubting, letting the signs pass you by while life drags on? Or will you embrace it, honor it, and step boldly into the unknown with the certainty that God Himself is orchestrating your steps? This is the moment where faith is demanded. This is the moment where you either rise into destiny or shrink into disbelief. And heaven is watching. The number is watching. The universe is waiting for your answer. You are not ordinary. You were not created to live blind to these signals. That number is your proof. It is your seal. It is your constant reminder that you are chosen, marked, and destined for more. And as long as you live, it will follow you, not as a curse, but as a compass. It will show up in your joy, in your pain, in your victories, in your losses, because it was assigned to your journey. Its presence is eternal. Its message is clear. I am with you. Keep walking. Don't look back. So pay attention. Lean in. Don't ignore the call. Because one day, you will look back and realize that every sighting was preparing you for the breakthrough that finally arrived. Every repetition was a rehearsal for the day the promise manifested. Every number was a piece of the divine puzzle, leading you here to the awakening of your destiny. Chosen one, your number is alive. It has been alive since the day you were born, and it will keep chasing you until you accept what it represents. The undeniable truth that you are chosen, guided, and destined. Let it no longer be a mystery. Let it be your confirmation. God said this number will follow you, so pay attention. And when you see it again, and you will, don't just smile and walk away. Stop. Listen. Remember these words. Because that moment is not ordinary. It is eternity brushing against your present, heaven leaning into your life, destiny demanding your awareness. The number is your sign. The number is your prophecy. The number is your call. So when it appears again, stand tall. Whisper to yourself, I hear you. I see you. I will follow and step forward into the life that has been waiting for you all along. This is the end of your wondering. This is the beginning of your knowing. The number will not leave you because it belongs to you. And every time it shines before your eyes, you will know with certainty, you are chosen.